Yeah, storm response is something that's big with Duracell. So anytime there's a hurricane, we'll start working that as soon as we've got visibility to that. So typically a week to 10 days out, we'll start monitoring, like it's calling out the storm path. We'll look at where we think that's we'll look at the customer's inventory at a DC and store level and start, again, monitoring that, and then also expected power outages, because that's a big indicator of increased demand for batteries. So another thing I'd say is we've got, once the storm hits, so we're watching that a week to 10 days out, and then as the storm gets closer, we're communicating with the customer. We've made a commitment to them that if they place emergency orders, we'll ship that within 24 hours. So normally we've got a 3-day kind of plan order ship. With emergency orders, we ship within 24 hours. bops has enabled that just because, like I mentioned, the analysis time is cut by 75%. Normally, or previously, it would take us probably 3 hours to go through the analysis. With bops, it's probably 30 minutes. And we're looking at, in the storm path, what the customer's DC inventory looks like, what it looks like at the store level. And then one thing I would say too is the tool that we use has some filters that enables you to be specific by DC. So if one DC has more inventory, you can push more to stores. If one DC has less and the customer wants to maintain a bit of inventory at the DC, you can set parameters within the tool to do that. It'll only push inventory that meets the parameters that we have based on the customer's inventory.
Yeah, this is one of the cooler things. I'm going to hit on this. Maybe I'm going too deep for the amount of time we have. But think about this scenario where you have your Walmart stores and your replenishment manager trusts you and your data and your story. You've done this for 2 years, and I love Duracell, and they always send me the right thing. But this year, I've been given, the buyer has told me, instead of my shelf capacity holds 100 batteries, they've given me authority to do 150% of what you would call the max shelf, right? Well, instead of him having to go in there and multiply the max shelf by a row in Excel, he just drags the bar from 100 to 110 to 120 to whatever he wants. And then, like he was saying, is there DCs or inventory I want to leave in the DC? Because after the response, you're going to get it wrong. It ain't going to be perfect. So how do you secondary respond? Well, then you agree to how much inventory to keep at the distribution center. This is something that is a pain in the you-know-what for a customer service rep to manually do in an Excel spreadsheet really quickly and then put it in the Nova template to create an order. That process, I know it's the analyzation that saves the time, but then we are allowing them to create the Excel output that then fills in the template in the retailer systems, also saving time again. So this is the benefit of, like, it's partnering and partnering all the way until you drive the actions that save the efficiency. That's what I was most excited to see this come to life recently. And then to be on a call where Walmart talks about a success and then Home Depot is saying, when can I get this? How do I activate this for the next time for my storm, for my retailer? And instead of taking months and months, within a couple weeks, they have the capability and it's in the Home Depot version.